and welcome to American Truck Series of the CHP Officer 20. What the hell? That's right. I'm the one who moved my mic over there, damn it. I was just going to say, who the hell moved my microphone way over there? Well, considering it's my studio, I guess I did. Anyway, so as you can tell, we are starting out. We are going from, our destination is going to be to a Chevron station over in Primm, Nevada. We are a little bit into the route. We have about 6.5 hours left to deliver the nitrocellulose over to that Chevron station. And yeah, so we are on our way to Vegas so that we can get back to our headquarters and see about what we could do to expand the company. As most of you know, we've recently purchased that additional location that is over here in Arizona. So over here in I can't remember if it was Renberg or Phoenix. I want to say it was Phoenix. But anyway, yeah. So we're currently there it is. Currently trying to make our way back over to Primm. So let's go ahead and as we are leaving the truck stop. Park next to that guy all night. What happens in wherever the fuck we are right now? what happens in Arizona stays in Arizona, or at least I sure hope so. Oh. Well, love it when cars are going to stop for me, you know what I mean? Okay, so hope everyone's Friday is going well. I know I was trying to really bring forth a LivePD episode because it just seems like so long since I've had a LivePD episode, and I had it all set, all ready to go, and I was doing some dry runs last night just to make sure that everything is as it's supposed to be. And most of you know my luck. My luck is so horrible that I actually owe people luck. Anyway, I was doing some dry runs like I was saying, and basically the main station down on Mission Row, when we'd go inside that one, you couldn't go downstairs. I couldn't go into the locker room. I could go into the captain's office, but I couldn't go downstairs. I couldn't go into the locker room. And then whenever I went on duty, for whatever the reason, the system would just crash. It'd give me a couple quick, few fast-moving beeps, and then it would just go down every time. So I have recently, once again, and I knew last time when we were having those texture issues as far as the not being able to go into the different segments of that one main big station, I knew what the problem was, so I went ahead and reinstalled it. It just finished up doing so a few minutes ago. So, of course, I have not had opportunities to actually put back in LSPDFR or anything else that I need to. That Crown Victoria does not know how close it came to dying, and nobody's ever going to tell it. Oh, and we're just like real life today, just like real life today, just like real life today, because we're stuck, and everyone's there come through who lives at this section of town is coming through right now. Everyone who lives in Arizona is going to come through this intersection right now. I'll blow it out your ass. Do I look like I can go? Once again, take that horn, shove it up your ass. Love it when people blow their horn at me. in this game or real life. But anyway, hope everyone's Friday is going well. And as always, we are going to look to cut back. I am so anxious. I mean, I can't even tell you how anxious I am to be able to play LSPDFR again. I probably will do I might even do a double live stream. I don't even know at this point. Because I just want to be able to play the bloody game again. I miss it, actually. So I very well might do a double one. I might just go ahead and put in record another couple episodes just so I have them to sit on and then eventually to release. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I am planning to play me some LSPDF goddamn R again, and I'm looking to do this today. So, okay, we are on our way to Prim. Let's get a GPS that actually gives me how long I've got. Okay, we've only got about 700 miles to go. So once again, hope everyone's Friday is going well, and thank you for joining with us here today, as and all week really. I mean, I have a lot of fun bringing these episodes, and I really love the LivePD editions even better than the recorded episodes, only because it enables me to actually spend some time with you guys and chat, and actually chat back and forth with you. And that's one of the reasons I actually like the ATS end of the series, is because there is, in comparison to the rest of the episodes with the LSPDFR, I can't really, if I'm running radar on US 13, I gotta be watching the radar. If I'm in a 1080 with some perp, I can't. It's hard for me to look over at the chat when I'm doing, 110 down to 13 going in and out of traffic. So there you go. Thought I was looking at things a little dark. So that's one thing the ATS is definitely good for right now, is the fact that I can chat with you guys back and forth. I can take 2 seconds to look over at the chat and see what you guys are saying, and be able to stay up on the conversation a little bit more and better than I have been before. So as always, if this is anyone's first time here with us today, welcome and thank you for joining in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button no matter what series channel you're watching this on, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, Smashcast, or Mixer. That way you won't miss a minute of the action. We upload live episodes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1 p.m. Central Time to 3 p.m. Central Time. And we release new episodes of LSPDFR on Thursdays, releasing those at 12 noon Central Time. And that is one of the best ways, by subscribing, to stay in touch with the series. Also, go to chpofficer20.info. That is our main brand of both series. That will enable you to click that second button to join our Discord server, which will keep you in touch with both sides of the series. And also, it is Kingpin for if you want to join the fivem server for the CHP Officer 20 group. It'll take you right to the application, fill that out, go into the water cooler, tell a member code 1 you filled out an application, we'll get you processed and get you interviewed and get you out there on the fivem server. That server is hiring all levels: CHP, sheriffs, local PD, civilians. Sky's the limit. And we also hire dispatchers. For that, you could have the game or don't have the game, but for everything else, you do have to have the game. Okay, and Sears. Yeah, Kaylee, okay. Yep, no, I was hoping for GTA today. As I was just saying a moment ago, the situation is the fact that it's I was doing some dry runs yesterday on it to make sure everything was good, had all the plugins installed, had all the cars installed. I thought I was all set to go, and whatever happened, I do not know. I don't know if it was a problem when GTA was reinstalling or what. It installed, I could get in there and play. It was acting fantastic, but when I would go down to the main station there on Center Street, I couldn't go downstairs to the jail, which means I wouldn't be able to walk people into that jail. Also, whenever I'd go on duty, as soon as the first call would come in, the whole thing would just crash right down. So that obviously means something did not install correctly. So, and the fact that there are textures broken on the Main Street station, that also means that the game itself did not install right from GTA. So just actually finished about literally 10 minutes before I had to get in on the live stream. And this horse's ass is going to keep me in the passing lane. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Lassie. There you go. So yeah, so it literally finished, GTA itself literally finished downloading and installing about 10 minutes before I had to get in here on the live stream, which means I did not get a chance to get back in LSPDFR or any plugins or cars. So, I am hoping to get some LSPDFR in later today, whether I'm going to do another live stream or, yeah, whether I'm going to do some live streaming or for LSPDFR today. I don't know, but I'll probably be at least recording episodes. Today, this is actually part 2 of a delivery I started last night. I am on my way to Prim, Nevada, which is where the headquarters of the trucking company is, and I am delivering for Chevron. We actually picked up the delivery right where I left off last night, which was right at a rest stop right after I got fuel. So we only have 6 hours to complete this delivery, which I'm pretty sure we're going to do. Yeah, we're somewhere in Nevada. Yeah, try that again, John. We're somewhere in Arizona, and we started this sleigh ride from deep within New Mexico. And we are bringing nitrocellulose. Not exactly sure what that is, but it's something toxic. Okay, so good news too is I was able to get the program has been once again stable, so I don't think anything in particular was actually causing my was causing the crashes that were going on last episode, which would have been on Wednesday. Do I have time? Okay. Yeah, it wasn't good. I was trying to push myself so hard to get to Nevada yesterday that literally the real life me was actually falling asleep. And wasn't good because the truck almost went off the road almost 3 times. So No, I don't think that toxic. However, Britney Spears is my exact, I've said this for a while, Britney Spears is my exact, example of a, why teenage fame is a bad thing. Because you don't get a chance to be, a child. You have to go from, pretty much you have to go from your mama's womb to knowing what side the playpen smells the worst to being an adult with no time to be a child. So, yeah. That's why I don't like, that's why I don't like the term play dates. I really don't like that when using it for children. I mean, playing should not be done by appointment. With that said, we have our next, we have Monday at 1 p.m. Central. Sorry, I had to bring up appointments. Well, I haven't been a child in a long time. Unless you ask certain girlfriends, then in which case I've been a child for a long time. But that's another topic. Well, now that's not an ear-cringing sound coming through this construction site and hearing what could only be described as a, oh, there it is again. So something that only could be identified as a dentist's hook across your teeth. But anyway. I understand what you're saying. But yeah, I definitely have an issue with the term play dates. You know, let the kids be kids. They don't have to have a schedule wrapped around, and keep in mind, schedule is different than some kind of structure. Those are two different things. Yeah. And it also doesn't mean scheduling meals either. But, yeah, no. As always, kids need to be kids, but that's as close as I'm going to get to that shit. I try to keep seriousness out of it. Oh, Indian crafts. Anyone needs those Indian handmade genuine, authentic imitation handbags, you're in luck. We're coming up on the exit here momentarily. Which is another term I've always loved. Genuine imitation leather. I'll just go ahead and leave that there and let that soak in. Oh, Maja giving me some. Oh, okay, so we were still in New Mexico, I guess. You know, that must have been, that shows you how tired I was driving last night. I thought I was so tired I thought I was in Arizona. Oh, well, he could have also saved the text message had I taken 30 seconds to look to my left and realize that he's under code 1. Ah, Jesus Christ. God damn son of a bitch. Which way am I going? Okay. New Mexico puts him on the left. Well, at least Dan chose good timing to go into the sound studio. Okay, there I am. Straighten up my wheel here. Every fucking time I go into fucking Arizona, they always beep me. Oh, and they don't even want to weigh me. You son of a... Well, you know, I guess it's not like it doesn't, you know, what am I bitching about it? I'm acting like it takes me so long to get up to speed. Oh, wait, it does. Come on, jackass. Okay. My God, I actually got a courteous trucker behind me who let me in? Holy shit, I better stop while I'm ahead. Oh, as we accelerate with the speed of smell. $58, $60, $61. Holy shit. We're breaking the sound barrier here, folks. $64. That'll work. Oh. Well, I can't look right now, so. Yeah, well. I try not to do too many things. The closest I get to let's put it this way, the closest I ever get to texting and driving is when I'm recording one of these episodes and I look over to my left. Okay, sorry, jackass, but you're going to have to stay back there. Okay, and the closest I get to texting and driving is when I'm doing these episodes and I look to my left to see what someone's written in chat. Oh, I can hear you fine. Oh, you mean the ones that imitate as a microphone for when you're taking a piss around the world?
No, the other headphones.
Oh, okay.
And in my defense, I didn't realize that those wireless headphones were microphone on for the time.
Oh, okay. No problem, Leslie Nielsen.
What happened with GTA?
My God, what was the original issue I had?
I meant LSPDFR.
Same difference. I honestly, I don't. Oh. The original problem was, of course, my main on the PC that I'm utilizing. I have 4 hard drives. The main one, where LSPDFR is, or I should say was, or I guess still technically is, I just can't use it because it's dead, crashed. And then I was trying to set up, I have 2 installations of GTA. I have one installation that is for fivem, and I have the other installation that is for LSPDFR. The when I try to install the, and it's, well, fuck me, gonna kill people. Okay, I'm bigger, you stay. You son of a fuck! That was real intelligent. You're at a complete stop and you hit the trailer of a semi. Really? Anyway. So, yes, probably.
I love Seattle, and I love being out here in this area of the country. But the drivers get stupider when I move?
No, I think it's all on a curve of how they get their license is the thing. There's the stupid jackass who hit my trailer.
Everywhere in the country, there's jackasses who shouldn't be behind the wheel of a golf cart.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Out here, there are people who have no business, and I don't mean to sound like suicidal or anything, or homicidal for that matter.
Homicidal. I was going to say suicidal. You mean they're making you want to kill yourself because of how stupid they are?
Haven't you come across people who do that?
No, I've been homicidal, but not suicidal.
There are people out here who not only, and everyone who's listening who knows this, don't let this discourage you. Washington and Seattle is a beautiful state and beautiful area of the country, and I would say that you can. But bear in mind, there are drivers here in this area of the country that should not only not be behind the wheel of a golf cart, shouldn't wake up in the morning.
Well, from what I hear is they actually need somebody to actually help wake them up because they can't remember how to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
In the amount of years I've been alive, I've never gotten in a car accident. Last year, I did. Out here in Seattle. That tells you something about the idiots out here.
Well, there was that incident with your Excel.
You mean my Mazda?
No, I mean your Hyundai Excel. When the guy hit you in the you said the guy hit you in the median there when he was pulling out a Foxfire. The incident that made your bumper hang, and then when we had your car taken in to call muffler for a muffler replacement because they're constantly scraping, they actually helped wire up your bumper.
Mm-hmm. I stand corrected.
Now, I offer that into evidence to support my memory. I can remember that incident, how long ago it was. However, if you ask me about much of 2000, if you ask me much of 2000, most of 2009, 2000, and almost all of 10, and for the most part 11, I can't remember jack shit. What?
I'm sorry, I switched one another channel for a second. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll say it this way. I often say to people, with drinking to the excess that I used to, I have been left with some memory damage. And they ask me, like, what? And I said, 2009, 2010, and 2011, and they say, well, what in particular? I say 2009, 2010, and 2011. Yeah. However, if you quiz me before that, or if you quiz me after that, there's no issues. Yeah.
You ever think that was alcohol-induced selective memory?
No, because I've actually played that card on occasion, so I know when I'm playing that card. Yeah, yeah. I know that card well enough, so so no,
But you know what I mean. There's a reason why. There's a reason why you don't remember that time, and maybe your brain is helping you forget that time. Maybe there's a reason why you don't remember it.
there's a possibility, but you see, on that same breath, you would think if it was something really unpleasant, you would think that it would help me to forget me in 2013 being carved up like a turkey for a heart surgery repair.
Yeah, I didn't need that. I didn't need that description when I found out about the surgery.
Yeah.
John's going up for the night because he's having surgery. Well, that's fine. Just don't tell me he's carved up like a turkey, because now I can't go to Thanksgiving dinner the same time.
Yeah. And a lot. Go ahead.
Is that what that mark is on the camera?
Yes, at the start of my sternum. That's the top portion of it. The actual scar itself actually goes the entire length of my sternum, obviously. So basically, it goes from the very top, to basically, you might as well say the bottom of the, well, it's just the entire length of the breastbone.
Why did they have to? And I'll shut up if you don't mind. I'll shut up.
I have no problem talking about myself, so go for it.
That I know very well. Why did your heart, anyone's heart, isn't that big of an organ? I mean, it's a large organ.
About the size of your fist.
So why did they have to? Why was the incision that long?
Well, because number one, they only have two ways they can instrument and repair to artery number one, which is your aortic. That's artery number one. Without that, you can forget about slitting your carotid artery. You slit your carotid, you have about 2 minutes with pressure, maybe they can save you. If my ascending aorta went, I would have less than 30 seconds before I'd hit the ground. Literally, I would, and you could cut my carotid at that part and probably piss out air. Because without the ascending aorta, you don't have any blood going up to your carotid. Because you have no blood that's going to make it to the aortic arch, which is going to feed your descending aorta and your carotid arteries. So, on a descending aortic repair, they can go laparoscopically and go underneath the rib cage if needed. With mine, because the heart obviously is not in the dead center of your chest, like the complete death I'm going to cause these idiots who want to keep doing repair. Where do these guys think they are, in Pennsylvania? So the heart's not in the dead center of your chest. It's not right underneath the sternum. It's actually off-centered to the left. That's why your left lung is the smallest of your lungs. And therefore, the ascending aorta, where mine was, is actually attached directly to the heart. And it's behind the sternum, meaning the only way to get to this thing is to essentially crack me open like a walnut, hold my ribs apart with rib spreaders, and clamp on each side, cut out the diseased portion of it, and put in the new piece. So,
Do you have a robotic heart?
no. The other thing they have to be careful too on the surgery is the fact that the other thing they have to be careful of is they have to check how your heart valves are to see if you're going to require any other issues as far as like replacement valve or whatever, because that too opens up its can of worms if they have to do that. So with me, they didn't. My valves were all good, so that was good. The only thing wrong with it was it just had this aneurysm in the ascending aorta, and they had to cut it out before. Much like the example I always give is, if you remember the Three Stooges episode, Disorder in the Court, when at the end of the episode, in order to stop a fire hose from spraying, Curly ties a knot on the hose. The hose, of course, summarily gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then at the end of the episode, eventually pops. Well, that's pretty much what my aorta was doing. So I didn't need any valve replacement or anything like that, and all I needed them to do was make this fucker move. Okay. Just needed them to put me under and do what they needed to do, not replacing any valves or anything like that. And I'm not sure, but I will go. And nobody liked that sign anyway. Anyway, so they went in, they did what they needed to do, and all in an effort to prevent it from eventually popping when it gets too big, because basically what's happening during the aneurysm is the walls of the aorta are actually becoming thinner and weaker. Eventually, like a balloon, it would have popped.
Is this genetic? Did your dad have this, or?
Nobody had it as far as I'm aware on either side of the family. Basically, for what they know of aorta, okay, with what they know with aortic problems like this, I'm going to take it in 3 separate sections. The descending aorta, there are volumes written about it. They know the more about the descending aorta than anything else. Therefore, the only thing they usually have trouble with when it comes to the descending aorta is to actually be able to find out what happened and find out the problems there. That's their biggest, hardest time with the descending aneurysms. The aortic arch, there's a little bit written about it. There's less than the descending, but there's a little bit known about it. The ascending aorta, and unless you've actually researched it because you've had this issue or you know somebody who went through it, you haven't. These are the only reasons you've researched it. The ascending aorta, literally, if you take a business card, flip it over, you could write on the back of that card what's known about the ascending aortic issue. There is almost nothing known about it. The only things I know for sure about it is that if I had it 40 years ago, so instead of 2013, 1973, I would have had a 1 in 5 chance of dying on the table. Any sooner than that, and I pretty much just would have been dead. So, as it was when I had it done, I had a 1 in 20 chance. Basically, I had people who did two tours of duty in Iraq and Afghanistan and whatnot, asking me, because I worked right up to the day of my surgery, which was August 14th. I worked right up until August 13th. And I had people who did 2 tours of duty, 2 to 3 tours of duty with Iraq and Afghanistan, and they were asking me if I was scared, and I said no. They couldn't understand. And I said, well, I got two possibilities. I'm going to live, or I'm going to die. If I do nothing, then I'm going to die. If I do something, I have a 1 in 20 chance that I'm going to die.
The odds, if you do something, the odds get much better for you.
Exactly. Nope. Passing Hoover Dam turn off.
See, given that situation, I would have made the same decision you did.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been an easy decision or a comfortable decision. I would have made it.
Mm-hmm.
If you do nothing, you die. If you do something, you have the chance. If you do something, you have a much greater chance of surviving. Chance of surviving goes up.
Nope. You're gonna like this view in a moment, Dan.
YouTube is behind you.
Oh, I know. In about 5 seconds, you're gonna like that view. It's gonna come up on the left.
On the webcam or
In the actual video.
Oh. Okay, you're going under a bridge. Ah, there it is. I didn't know there was a sign on the highway. I didn't know there was a sign like that on the highway. I thought it was just on, as you enter Vegas Boulevard. There's my second home, everyone.
Has said every gambler alcoholic. Well, I completely screwed that up. Well, I'm going to make everyone in Vegas hate me.
Did you know, and here's something I found out before I go. Did you know that there's a reason why I just figured this out now? I just figured this out now why they called that festival that was going on at the time of the unfortunate shooter that I was there for.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that's the reason why they called that the Route 91 Harvest Festival? I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that until just a couple of weeks ago. Because Vegas Boulevard, that goes from downtown down to the strip, Vegas Boulevard used to be Route 91.
Oh sure, I get a ticket for that one, but I don't get a ticket for doing all kinds of jank shit because I fucking really screwed up. That one's perfectly fine, but I get a ticket there for running a red light. That seems to be legit.
Are you turning left?
Yeah.
Because like I said, because YouTube is behind you.
Oh,
Okay.
and to the right, I have the Sphinx and the pyramid.
If everyone wants an update, on your left right now, on John's left, if everyone's seeing this on YouTube, it's behind where John is. On your left right now is Mandalay Bay, and to your basically, like I said, that's the Luxor. So Mandalay Bay is right there. The Luxor is going up the other way. So the shooter would have been right where Mandalay Bay is to your left.
Okay, if you're not gonna go, I'm gonna go. You stupid fucking cab.
The target would have been the think it's where it was. Because the left series is walking so in opposite direction. So I think that's where it was. Just if anyone wants a reference. And before I go, I meant to mention this whenever we get around to doing it in the podcast. I meant to mention this. This is where I get a little smooshy.
Oh fuck! Damn it! Missed my turn. Okay, who's making bets about my next jank maneuver? Because I'm about to. Okay, come on, people, come on. Oh, I'm really gonna violate the law on this one.
I'm going to thank you, John, and out the whole World Series perspective here. It is the only. I don't know if you realize, John, and I failed to realize it because of where I was, and I had to work out where I was and what I was doing at the time. But you know, you have the only series, or the only news connection that was able to get update after the shooting. Was able to get an update so fast.
Yes.
It was like everyone. I mean, I'm sure like on the day it happened, the news channels had reports out, but no one knew the next day after the situation exactly, the detailed situation of what it was like, and then you had it the next day. As soon as I was capable of doing it, you guys had it the next day. So the information that you put out, people who was listening and people who were watching, was more up to date and faster than any other news source had.
Mm-hmm.
And it was from a survivor of a situation almost at the time of it happened. So you beat. So that's something to be proud of. You beat all the news channels, and you beat all the news sources, even the local ones. So you scooped them.
Yep, and that's why CHP Officer 20 is going to send you on your next vacation. We're going to send you over to Somalia, so we can.
all these things happen by accident and have a death wish.
Like what? I'm overhearing this, and I'm just driving the semi.
So that was. I just wanted to say that you guys. It was a difficult, terrifying moment situation. But I'm proud that it's there. And I'm proud that it's still on your channel. That people can go by and go back to it and look at it and listen to it. Like if you get a chance to go back, find in John's channel. If you get a chance to go back and find, and you want to know what it was like, what the biggest shooting was like, go back to John's channel, the episode, and you can hear Karen Vegas in it.
Yes.
And go back and listen to that episode, because that's the best account that you can get of the situation. I mean, I go off on tangent, but the best account.
When don't you?
Best account you can get of the situation, because it was right as it happened. So, go back and listen to it. It's not easy. It's not easy to listen to. It's not fun to take, because it's a horror situation. But it was right after the event happened. As it happened, it's still. However, it's not the best episode. The best episode is Comedy of Errors.
Yes. And just recently, apparently, I had a just recently actually my very last line. I noticed was recommended to Zach and Reed to be added to my quotable section. That's at the end of this episode when I said dispatch, show me code form 10.7, thank God. Hold on one second. Yeah, it was code dispatch, show me code 410.7. Thank God. And it surprised the hell out of me because when I get back and sit at my desk and first thing in the morning, I always leave the Discord server up on this system, and the first thing I do is I'm watching it a little bit over the phone, but for the most part I spend more time looking at it when I'm at a computer, and I'll bring up the Discord, and I saw that list. And I'm like, no, I didn't see that listed there. I saw it listed in the quotable section because I saw how it highlighted, which means something else got added. So I clicked into quotes and I saw that, and I'm like, oh. And so I went over and I asked, because everything else at that time had cycled back up, and I'm like, I said, how'd you find this quote? And it's like, oh well, yeah, that is a favorite episode. So, but one more time. If that was to me, I don't think that was directly into the mic. Yeah, I see Walmart's on. Yeah, Walmart. There it is. I see Walmart's on there. Honestly, I don't know if I don't know if Target's on there. Yeah, I don't think Target's on there. I think the closest we get to something written in red is excuse me. I think the closest we get to something written in red is Staples. And okay, how the hell are we doing? Okay, good. They took the trailer. Okay, yeah. Talk to you later. Okay, so we're just going to take a quick run over to the other end of Vegas here, just while we report into our company headquarters here. I notice when I don't have a trailer behind me, I'm a little bit freer on the speed I drive. Not the speed I drive, but the a few more risks I take as far as the coming to a complete stop and whatnot. Oh, I gotta get gas too. Okay, so we are in the southern Nevada, where I was trying to get to last night. I didn't think that little car could cause that much damage to the trailer, but we got socked a pretty decent penalty. Not saying I didn't screw up a couple times there at the end, but I didn't cause any issues to the trailer at least. But, oh well. Anyway, so want to thank everyone who's joined in here today. We have now passed our first hour of the series here on Friday's live stream. Want to thank everyone who's joined in. And like I said, we're just on our way over to the main headquarters here. One of the few times I ever get to do 80 in this truck. Okay, so I want to thank everyone who's joined in so far today. Thank you for spending your a little bit of your Friday here with me as we strive to entertain you here today. If anyone's first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a minute of the action as we go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday with new episodes of LSPDFR on Thursdays, 12 noon Central, and nope, video is nope, video has locked up. It has not done this, and I literally played for hours last night just to see if I could force the issue to happen again. So I don't understand why it only does this on a live stream, and there's virtually no difference. And to prove that there's no difference, I actually had the OBS software running and actively recording last night, just so that I could have the same stresses on the system as when I'm live streaming. So I don't understand why it only does this when I am live streaming. It doesn't make sense, because you would think if it was OBS causing the issue, you would think that it would have done it last night, because no matter what, OBS does cause system stress. So, but we will go ahead and get America Trucker loaded back up here, and we'll be back momentarily. We'll just go ahead and okay, it's mostly back up. There we go. Okay, so I'm not sure if it had a chance to auto-save before that crash. So if it didn't, we're going to be back where we dropped the trailer off. Otherwise, we'll be somewhere in between Primm and Vegas. Okay, okay, so I'm not exactly... Okay, so yeah, so it had us already drop the trailer off. Makes sense to me. And yeah, I already well, at least it gives me that period of time to live over again, kind of. So we'll stop at the sick go or whatever the hell it is. So I enter in the wrong way. And okay, at $2.90 a gallon, we will go ahead and fill ourselves back up. $500 later. Okay. Whoops. Okay, actually, well, I didn't know there's a repair shop just on the other side of this, so actually, before we head over to the headquarters, we will go ahead and get our vehicle fixed. Absolutely, thank you. Oops. Drove the fuck over that curb. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to see if we can actually go back to Vegas, or if it's going to be, or if my headquarters in Vegas just has to be closed down because it's never going to let me there again. Okay, once again, anyone's first time here joining us in with our Friday wrap-up, welcome and thank you for joining in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on whatever you're watching over, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, Smashcast, or Mixer. And by hitting that button, that's the surefire way not to be left out of any chance to seeing any episode of either the LSPDFR Cops in the LSPDFR Matrix, or the always forget I'm only one exit up, or the newly added ATS, the American Trucker series. I was almost up to 90 miles per hour in this thing. That would have been insane speed. Okay. Come on. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Blow it out your ass, cop. What the? Really? Okay. Maybe I was doing 17 over the limit, but still. I'm trying to get somewhere before the game crashes. Damn it. Oh, you don't acknowledge the game. Oh, before the simulation that you know is your life crashes. Okay, just up the street here from the headquarters. There's also going to be an interesting question whether I can manage both garages from one garage. I'm hoping, because otherwise driving to Phoenix to manage that garage is going to become a major pain in the ass. Okay. Whoop. Once again, definitely thank you. Okay, so we're going to go to Company Manager. First of all, we want to see if it's going to let us handle Phoenix. Okay, it will. Okay, cool. Okay, now, first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to need some money. Okay, so okay, we'll max ourselves out because we're probably going to need it for trucks. Well, I should be able to buy online now. Perfect. Okay, what am I looking at in loans? I'm looking at 370, 370, 740, 740, 1580. 1580 is roughly 3,400, and that's roughly going to be about almost 10 grand a day. Oh, tells me down there. That's going to leave me a shade over 19. Fuck it, do it. Okay. We got 2 new trucks. Let's go to recruitment. And I'm kind of liking Robo and Lenart. Well, she's got an extra. Yeah, I'll do Anna. Why not? Hey, I will say that my female drivers are the ones who are really producing for me. Okay, well, we got $19,000. Let's get a or I don't even know how much money do we have right now. $16,000. Yeah, we need some we need a job or 10. Okay. Well, let's chase the money. How's that? Let's go to Vegas to Roswell. Okay, so we start our whoa, slow down there, boy, slow down there. Good news about going out of the Walmart, shipping for Walmart here is we are right next to their location here, so. Our two top ones we seem to ship for a lot are Wally World and Tesla. There it is. Okay, go ahead and get on out and back us in. Okay, and we're ready to go. One thing about these Walmart trucks is they're always make me think I'm hauling doubles for some reason. Okay, get all set, ready to turn. As we just wait for the light to turn. Like I said, wait for the light to turn. Okay, and we are on our way. Oh. But the only time you ever see that helicopter out is when there's an accident and it's going to start hovering over. So we're just trying to get some extra money under our belts. We just, as you just saw, if you're just joining us, we just actually signed 2 new employees who will be driving truck for us down in Phoenix. And we actually just bought 2 new trucks. Of course, we did just undertake a lot more debt is the problem. Yeah, we just undertook our debt. It's not bad though. Our debt payment was about $7,800. We jumped it up to about $1,200. No, sorry, it was $5,700. You stupid dick. It was $5,700. It jumped up by $3,300. So they're gonna be making $9 grand a day to the bank, which isn't bad because we're making much more than that. So and Coffee Ant 783, welcome into the chat from Mixer. As we start off our second hour. And if this is anyone's first time here with us on the show, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a minute of the action. We upload live action Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 1 p.m. Central Start Time, of course. We go till about 3 p.m. Central Time. And we upload new episodes of LSPDFR on Thursdays at noon. So best way to not miss out on any action, make sure you're subscribed, and that way you'll get notified whenever we go live or upload a new episode. And another way to stay in the know is to also, you can go to chpofficer20.info that you see at the top middle of your screen. That is the main brand of the series. Go to chpofficer20.info, click that second button to join our Discord server, and you won't miss a minute. And one of the ways you can get your LSPDFR episodes up to 3 days sooner. Also, if you have GTA 5 and want to join us on fivem, going to chpofficer20.info, clicking that second button to fill out the application is basically step 1. Step 2 is tell us that you filled out the application. Step 3, interview. Step 4 is training. And step 5, we get you out there. See how fast this Walmart vehicle, this Walmart trailer is going to let us go. Looks like 64 is going to be the ticket. We just passed into Arizona. Name of the vehicle. Wow, there it is. Name of the game is American Trucker, and drive your 18-wheeler across the country, essentially. And Get Ducked, long time no here. Welcome into the chat there, Get Ducked. Hope your Friday finds you well. You as well, Coffee Ant. We just passed into the Grand Canyon State. Going on our way to Roswell, New Mexico for I remember something I forgot to do, but I will take care of it. Anyone who hasn't gotten the opportunity to go to Arizona, it is a fantastic state to be in. I am in Arizona right now, driving through, delivering our cargo for Walmart as I killed that truck, and decided to bring back the trucker series. Did it a couple times really early on last year, and then just really focused in on LSPDFR. So then my hard drive crashed, and well, I got the chance to bring this back, and I never realized I missed it. So we are in Arizona right now. Like I said, on our way for Walmart, on our way out to Roswell, New Mexico. I'm looking forward to when they actually release the 3, 2, 1. There it is. Arizona, you never failed to give me an inch. Coming up onto a way station here. 73,000 pounds. I'm very happy too. I've recently changed. I've actually brought in, through the help of one of my moderators, I actually brought in, between the two of us, we brought in the shortcuts like any other Twitch, streamer has, making it very easy to find our YouTube station. And a whole bunch of different commands now are accessible through the Twitch chat. As I almost kill a guy in a Cadillac. That's a lot of, looks like 4x4s, perhaps. Oh, this guy in the Cadillac's just aching to die here. I almost killed him for slamming on those brakes a moment ago. I'll throw my signal on. No one can't figure that I'm not going to hop on the wrong side of the freeway. Well, then, you know. Full tank of gas. And eventually, we're in a Kingman, Arizona. Loan installment. That's the big loan. That loan got paid, and I still owe $3,300. I didn't even see what we're actually delivering for Walmart. Probably should have put on my extra torque, but you know. So, good news is, hopefully my LSPDFR will, well no, my LSPD, well no, I don't want to sound too overconfident either. My LSPDFR, with any luck, will be up later today. I was really hoping to bring an episode of LSPDFR to you today, just because for me it's been so long. But that hard drive went down, and I haven't been able to get LSPDFR back up and running since. Got it close, got it where it kind of wanted to work. Just as long as I never went on duty, it would have been perfect. And I am fully supporting OBS version 21.0.1. It, as far as I'm concerned, is it's actually corrected the issues that I was having with OBS ever since version 18. Ever since they made me get rid of version 18, it's corrected those issues for me. So frame rates are better, bit rates are better. So I really do support the changeover. This is probably one of their best builds. And it's even good. It's even good for those who may not know how to set up OBS. Now it actually has a well, I'm going to call it a wizard. It actually has the wizard setup config where it can actually, as long as you have the game running that you want to have this OBS stream or record. As long as you have the game running, it'll test your system against certain defaults, and it will actually pick and also do a ping test and all that, and it will help you to determine, set up your best settings. So if you're a brand new streamer, OBS 21 is actually going to help you more than any other OBS out there. Arizona has a lot more construction zones. I've been on the 40 a lot lately. Can't wait until I get to go down this hill. But you know. Okay, we just hit the flip side of the hill. Now we get to play leapfrog with everyone who just passed us. And in case you don't realize what I mean is any semi, when they go up and down the hill, when they go up the hill, the semis are going to bleed speed. When they go down the hill, they're going to go, it's going to be like they have Scotty sitting next to them, coaxing the warp core. They're just going to go crazy down the hill. So what happens is, as the semi goes up the hill and they're bleeding off the speed, you're going to pass them, and then you're going to get back over. Going down that hill, they're going to pick up all kinds of crazy speed, and they're going to pass you, hence the leapfrog. So, in case you're just joining in, welcome into the series, and thank you for joining us. And today's episode of the live cast is American Trucker Series, and we are on our way hauling some goods for Walmart going out to Roswell, New Mexico. We are currently on the I-40, and we are cruising through Arizona. I think it's the craziest thing to. I love the fact that for the most part, I mean the digital display anyway. The digital display there in front of us works, and I just think it's the craziest thing. I bought this truck when it had no miles on it, and now it's over 13,000 on her. So we've covered some ground in the old girl. She's changed a lot. She now has a sleeper cab, if you couldn't tell from behind me. Of course, if I tried to sleep in that cab, I better attach my ass to the wall. But that's beside the point. One good thing about America Trucker, too, if anyone's curious or interested into getting it for their system but don't think their system can run it, let me say, the graphics you see are fantastic in American Trucker. However, American Trucker, unlike Grand Theft Auto and LSPDFR, are not resource intensive by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, they're not. They're not strenuous by any stretch of the imagination. They're great. They're fantastic. But to install this game on your computer and then to run it, it doesn't take anything crazy. To tell you how good this game does. Just for giggles, when I first got it a year ago, I actually tried running it on the onboard card. The onboard card on this PC is nothing. It's your standard SVGA card, onboard card. And I wanted to see if the onboard card could run it and how well it did. The onboard card had no issues running it. So, yeah, so this game is not, it's great graphics, great detail, right to the point where if you look at the plates, for instance, the plates look like Arizona plates, for instance, in this moment. If you look at the highway patrol vehicles that I'll pass, whether it's Las Vegas Metro PD or Nevada State DPS, Arizona DPS, or California Highway Patrol, they are matched up. The designers and makers of this game spend a lot of painstaking effort, and I can't wait until they have the Oregon expansion coming out, and I do plan to get that and include that into our repertoire. We also just expanded out to Phoenix, Arizona, so we just hired 2 people out there for us. So our trucking company is going to be alive and well in that state and Nevada, and I will look to expand in both California and New Mexico. Get a little consortium. What is it with the Cadillacs today? Oh, income from Maja. I will say right now, Maja is one hell of a workhorse for me. She's out there trucking and strutting all over the other guy in the out of the Vegas location. I don't remember what his name is, but I hardly see his name pop up there at all. The only guy out of Vegas she doesn't beat is me. But of course, in the same breath, she doesn't have a sleeper cab on the back of hers, so you know. Looks like we're down to 500 miles, about 3/4 of a tank. and we're about 5.6 miles per gallon. So, oh, nope, that's Anna K out of Phoenix, $1,900 today. I like that. I have, if you count me, I have 3 guys and 2 women who work in this company, and the only guy out there I know is working for sure is me. But that's the good news anyway. We were at 16, then we paid our loan. We went down to 10, and now we're up to 14. So that, and we're going to get ready to pay our next, oh fuck. Okay, well, that guy back there did something. He's got the chopper above him, and he's got 2 highway patrol, 2 DPS on both sides of him. He did something. Oh. Just gonna say that's a Ford, but look at but the insignia is a Cadillac. And I'm staying completely loyal to the one brand of trucks, buying almost all my trucks out of Phoenix, and buying them all Kenwood. Got about 40% of the map uncovered, so we're going to keep trying to do that as well. I would like to get 100% compliance on that. Use our cruise control whenever we can to maybe try to get that gas mileage up. That's an interesting texture on the left side. Oh, Robo P, 2,300, blowing both women out of the water. And he leveled up. Not bad. Now I just got to see what the other one did. I don't even remember what his name is. I see him on there so sparingly. Yeah, I literally don't know what that other guy's name is. So, between the 3 workers, though, they basically covered what we just spent in that first loan. Well, at least no one turned into my trailer this time. Okay, we got 400 miles. We're going to come into passing a national forest. I always thought that was the funniest sign. National forest. Really? You know, I guess technically it would be correct. Technically, a cactus is a tree. Okay. Get our cruise control back on here. I'm a little iffy about putting on the radio. Only because the two main times I've gotten crashes have been when the radio's been on. So, of course, the last time I got a crash, the radio wasn't on. So I don't know. I will say for sure though, these western states are they're huge and they get bigger the more tired you are as you're going across them. Can't remember how far in Roswell is. Oh, there it is, New Mexico. There it is. It's how I know every time I cross a new state. Crossing and... Well, did it say I could bypass the service? Okay, well. Well, we'll soon know if I could bypass it or not. I'm pretty sure it said I could forget it this time. Well, I didn't get fined, so I'll assume. Okay, so crossed into New Mexico. New Mexico gave me a little gift. I didn't have to stop. Going through Gallup, New Mexico. $13,763 on the odometer. And want to thank anyone joining in here with us here today. Hope your Friday is finding you well, and thank you for making me part of your entertainment here today. Help you relax on the last day of the work week. If this is your first time with us here on the series, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on whatever series you're watching us on, so you won't forget and you'll be easily reminded to join in with the fun. We upload live episodes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1 p.m. Central Start Time, and we go until 3 p.m. Central Start Time. Yeah, try that again, John. Till 3 p.m. Central End Time. And we upload new episodes of LSPDFR on Thursday at 12 noon Central Time, of course. And if you want those episodes up to 3 days sooner, all I got to do is be part of our Discord server, which means go to chpofficer20.info, click the second button to join our server, and that's all you got to do. And then you'll be notified under the unreleased episodes that there is a new episode. And that's up to 3 days sooner for LSPDFR episodes. The only other way to get those sooner would be to go to dailymotion.com/cops in the LSPDFR matrix and subscribing there so you'll be notified when the episode goes live. Other than that, if you wanted to join a fivem server for community roleplay on LSPDFR, same thing. Go to chpofficer20.info, click that second button. Click that link at the top of the channel that you'll go to. Fill out the application. It takes less than 2 minutes to apply. Once you do that, tell member code 1 you applied, and we'll get you interviewed and get you out there. We're hiring top down: CHP, sheriffs, local PD, and civilian. And we're also hiring for dispatcher. Dispatcher is a special role where even if you don't have the game, you can still dispatch for us. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, CHP Officer 20, and you can take part of the chat at on Twitter at ACS77043. Okay, got about 300 miles, half tank, so more than enough gas to get us to Roswell. Good thing about being in these desert states is you don't have to worry about too much rain. Okay, so it says I'm going to make it there at about 11:46 game time, or I should say 23:46 game time. And currently we are hauling for Wally World. Make sure I'm not going to kill a family of 4 while taking my screenshots. Screenshots are one of those little things that get released, generally speaking, get released nowhere else but on our Discord server, right in the water cooler. So that's the other thing why joining our Discord server is a good thing to do to stay in touch with the series, is because little tidbits, little fun things, fun facts, fun whatever get released there first. And then sometimes I forget to release some other places. I try not to, but yeah, well, there's a little bit of memory damage. Personally, I think the best thing is how they really take time out and actually make the New Mexico plate, or any plate of the state you're in. So about 4.5. Also the scenery too, like the coloring on the coloring on buildings and the highways and so on is genuine. Because while, like, for instance, Flight Simulator will say it's genuine, and that might be somewhat true, for instance. Holy shit, Anna K kicking ass there too. But yeah, while the landmarks might be genuine on like a flight sim, the problem is you could tell what things are in flight sim, or what they're supposed to be. But honestly, they can also be 10 or 15 other things. I mean, out here looking at this textures, they can only be New Mexico with the highways and whatnot, and the buildings and so on. Because if you've been out in New Mexico, you know that this is legit. You know, Arizona has kind of the same thing going on, but they don't have it like, they don't have this. They have their own. You know, so it's a lot of painstaking on the line of textures. I mean, let's put it this way. I've made a couple of my own textures just to make, you know, for cars. I couldn't even imagine doing textures to the grandiose scale that I'm watching here. Yeah, it would drive me crazy. So, yeah, it would drive me crazy having to, with how painstakingly they actually had to do this. So, really good work that the designers have done. And then on top of everything else, get it all encoded so it all works. So not only did they paint the Mona Lisa, but they also make it work. Game available right through Steam. Can't remember if it's what it is, $24.99, $29.99, something like that. It does periodically go on sale. Here's a New Mexico DPS coming up. Right there off my right. Who just passed me on the right. Very nice. Passed me on the right to jump in front of me. There you go. Seems 100% legit. Okay, about 3 hours out. That's somewhere in the neighborhood of around 15-20 minutes. But like I said, that's the thing that this game also gives, where I really don't have, or anybody really doesn't have with LSPDFR, is it's hard to maintain a conversation if you got to keep looking over to your chat and keep going, you know, 1080 after a fleeing suspect, chasing him to downtown Los Santos, looking at the, you know, maintaining 80 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour, looking at the chat, you know, not something that's too easy to be done. Whereas on this, you know, you have a pretty decent conversation, and you might have a couple points where you're not saying anything, but you know, it's a little bit more of a genuine conversation as we go up a hill. 13,979 coming up on that 14,000 mark. I'm thinking we're going to hit it. Yeah, well, definitely we're going to hit it. 150 miles still, so I didn't even see how far I had to go. I'm trying to get this truck to give me at least 6 miles a gallon, but ooh, that's interesting. That yellow Mustang just looked like they started swerving. 1050. 5. Oh, who made Maja? Ooh, Maja coming back and taking the lead. So only Maja and Anna and actually Robo made money for me today. Robo only had the one delivery. Maja and Anna actually made the most, and Maja came back for the win. Mr. Prius here wants to try to pass me. Fuck. Nobody saw that, right? I was not going past my exit. Not in not in New Mexico. Yeah, going past your exit in New Mexico means you possibly have a long travel ahead and then back again. I was not doing it. Okay, County Route 54. Okay, going to be under 100 miles officially now. Kind of. Well, I'll give the AI a free pass on that one, considering I kind of did something that was very highly jackassery. So I'll give him a pass on that one. Okay, do we have to stop at this one? Please pull in. This is the first one where I've ever seen that they actually have this one, where you actually have to pull into it. Come on, lady. $72,783, 783, and Anna K coming back. Okay, looks like we're going to take a right outside this one. Actually, I think this is where yeah, here's at this service station where we started today. Yeah, so that's the service station we started at today. Thought that one looked familiar. Okay. According to this, it's going to be 12:18 Monday morning. Only 75 miles out. Holy shit! Piotr L. Holy fuck. He did one trip. He did one trip. He just brought in more. I think he either brought in more or equal to everyone else with one trip. Holy shit. Well, hats off to him. I apologize for everything I was saying about him. Holy fuck. That was something else. I was not expecting him to come out with almost $5,700. That's a huge sum, to be honest, because that's almost exactly what my big loan payment is, and there it is. And I gotta make sure I pause it because the game is actually still running. So I do not know what actually causes it to lock up. And here's the worst part. The worst part is I'll go to Task Manager and it's not locked up. It's not responding. It's fully responding. I mean, and there's no driver, no video driver issues. So, okay, well, unfortunately, we don't get a chance to hit to Roswell for Walmart. I do have some photos I will be posting on into Discord. So, I don't know. Okay, you know what? Yeah, no, we're gonna finish off this one. We're finishing this one off. Yeah, we're gonna finish this one off. Let me just go ahead and okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna finish this one off. See, the nice thing about American Trucker is even though it does crash like it does, it's not like GTA that after it crashes, you know, if you get a full game crash, it doesn't take you any time at all to relaunch the entire game. The entire game goes from a crashed, frozen state to relaunched in no time at all. And it usually auto-saves right after a visit to the to a way station. So yeah, we're almost right there. We're gonna do this. We're gonna finish it. We are not. Nope. Well, we get to finish off with a little bit of rain. Yeah. Anyone else? If you're getting what I'm getting right now, remember, if it sounds like the game's still going on in the background, make sure you pause it, because otherwise your truck will still continue to roll. And if it takes damage, well, that's an issue. So yeah, so we are going to finish this one off. We do have a little bit of rain, as you see. My wipers are going now. 55 minutes is about 5 minutes. Oh, I think we're going to the same spot. So I think he's going to, it looks like he might be going to Walmart too. So, yeah, I never like finishing on a crash, so that's why. If LSPDFR didn't take if GTA and LSPDFR didn't take as long time to go from start to full throttle as like it does. Well, RoboP has his second delivery, but like I said, that one guy there, I don't even remember his name now. He brought in as much as he brought in as much as my big loan costs me. That's a phenomenal thing. Oh, and again, another $1,600. So I got a lot of workhorses for me that love doing a good job for me, apparently. So we're gonna we're about 10. Whoops! Almost hit the guardrail on that one. About 10 miles out. Okay, it's going to be a left-hand turn anyway, so. Walmart, something, and a pharmacy. Well, you know what they say. Turn off our wipers. We don't need those on anymore. However, I would like to have a green light here before my stuff in the bed of the truck is old enough to vote. Okay, let's go ahead and park the vehicle for them and see where the hell they want us to go. Okay, well, you know what they say. Delivery's in the rear. There it is. Lower them jacks. And we had a successful bid for our 40th contract completed from Las Vegas to Roswell, 815 miles, only in less than an hour. And that's with reloading. 154 gallons of gas consumed, diesel consumed. There it is. That's, from what I hear, that's the same as consumed, but just the French version of consumed. It's consumed. Okay, so we're up to number 16 level, entrepreneur. About a third of the way to level 17. We did level up here, so we I'm thinking maybe a fuel economy boost here. That'd give us 15. I think that'll put us up to almost 6 gallons, 6 miles per gallon. Well, we're going to do all of these. We're going to bring all of these to 2. So, you know what? There. Okay, guys, so I want to thank all of you for joining in with me here today. Had a lot of fun bringing this thing from Gallup, New Mexico, all the way to Primm, Nevada, and then from Primm to Vegas, all the way back out to Roswell. Had a lot of fun doing this with you here today. Thank you for joining in, and as always, thank you for letting me be your entertainment here for the week. As we close things out here, we'll be back on Monday with our edition of, hopefully, LSPDFR, Cops and the LSPDFR Matrix. It's just been too long, and I really want to get going with that again, because it just feels like it's been too long. And I'm starting to Jones for my next, for a little bit more LSPDFR, you know. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Going to take care of a couple things, and then I'm going to be trying to get LSPDFR to start working. I'm going to be uploading those pictures to those screenshots to Discord, and anyone wants to be able to join that, go to chpofficer20.info, click that second button, and that's all you got to do. That easy. Okay, if you want to join up with our Facebook, chpofficer20 on Facebook, and Twitter at ACS77043. Possibly I even might live stream again later for LSPDFR. I have not decided. I want to get that up and running so badly. That's just unbelievable. So I'm going to be going ahead and getting that to get fixed. So this is where I'm at. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for letting me be your entertainment here as always. And I will be with you soon enough. We got the community live stream editions that are tomorrow and Sunday. And then we also have, like I said, LSPDFR on Monday, if not sooner. Okay, be on the watch for episode 117 that has just been released on YouTube Daily Motion and is available on our Discord server as well. Till next time, as always, 1AM20 dispatch, show me code 4107. And 1042.